CBS in New York interviewed Luis Signore, I believe that's how you say her name, recently because she celebrated her 107th birthday. Big question, how does she do it?
I think the secret of 107, I never got married. I think that's the secret. My sister says, I wish I never got married, she says.
Now, her sister, by the way, 102. But yeah, she's married.
Where's that clip I sent you the other day of
oh my gosh,
the
the
guy on the
guy.
other side? Yeah, the guy. That's a good one. This is the female version of that guy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Don't get married. It's a lot of stress.
But, I don't think statistics support that. Technically, they say
Right.
you live longer if you are married. But
I've always heard that too.
Well, maybe they're lying to us.
But one sister, single, 107.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
sister, been married, 102. Either way, Mike, it's becoming more and more common to see people living these exceptionally long lives, married or not.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and in this case, and this is the reason why when we do financial planning for individuals, Kristen, I don't have any clients that are 107, much less 102. But just in case they live to be 102 or 107 or 110, whatever the number is, you have to come up with a financial plan that's going to make sure they don't run out of money over time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about not running out of money. I'm always concerned when I hear these advertisements related to, hey, just give me a call. I'll show you how to get guaranteed income for life or guaranteed this, guaranteed that. Those are financial products, typically an annuity or something like that. And when those companies are offering you guaranteed income for life, sure, it's guaranteed for life as long as the insurance company doesn't go out of business. But on top of that,
for their life too. I forgot about that.
Right? Yeah, it's guaranteed for the insurance company's life, right? But outside of that, they typically aren't adjusted for inflation. So let's say you're 65 and looking at retiring, and chances are you've got 25 to 30 years, is what the Social Security Administration shows. Most people are going to live on average that long. So let's say you're 65 and you need to plan to be at least 95, which is what we always do in our financial planning process. Not only do you need income over that period of time, you also need protection or preservation of the principal in your account. Most people aren't looking to just dwindle their life savings down to zero right over that period of time. But you also need to take into consideration inflation. Things aren't going to cost less 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. And a lot of these plans that we see that people either currently have in place or these plans where, a company like an insurance company through an annuity is guaranteeing someone income for life. There's a reason that should sound too good to be true because, yeah, I would like to have income for the rest of my life, but I don't want to be getting the same amount for the rest of my life because it's going to buy less and less and less moving forward. So basically, you need to come up with a financial plan that helps you invest for income, but also growth in the portfolio. You got to think about combating things like taxes, inflation. We have to find a way to navigate markets. There are ways to do that. If you have an actively managed portfolio and you're not working with someone that just tells you to hang in there every time something goes wrong, I think that's helpful, Kristen. By the way, the reason I say that is all of our financial plans and all of our portfolios are actively managed, meaning we're not going to tell someone just to hang in there all the time and not be active in management of their portfolio. We want to be proactive, not reactive to things. And then, like I said, just don't have a hang in there approach. I think there's a reason that our message that we talk about week after week resonates with certain individuals that are listening. It's because they're either close to retirement or currently retired. They're looking at making that transition into retirement, and they have questions like, where is my money going to come from? How long can I afford to pull money out of my account? How should it be invested? What about taxes? What about inflation? What about required minimum distributions? How do I just functionally, how do I actually get money out of my retirement accounts into my checking account so that I can spend it? It's as simple as that sometimes, but it is a complicated process, and that's why we like to sit down with individuals and put together a truly comprehensive financial plan that not only answers all of those questions, but also connects the dots for individuals, because in that roadmap, this is what you'll need to do to maintain your current standard of living, adjusted for inflation and taxes and everything throughout retirement. So if you're listening right now and you'd like to sit down at one of our offices, if you can hear us on the radio right now, there's an office very close to you. Give us a call. We'll do that comprehensive financial plan and analysis of your current portfolio for you complimentary. We'll also find the office closest to you to schedule that appointment.